Hey, what's up everyone? You're here with Goran from Pickdawgz, and you are here for your free picks from the Italian Serie A on Friday, April 7th. Well guys, it doesn't happen often that we have 3 games on Friday from Serie A, but since it is long weekend and I don't think that Italians really like to play on Easter or Sunday, so that's why they split those games mostly on Friday and Saturday. And we have Inter playing, we have Napoli playing, and we have AC Milan playing as well. Uh, we do have a few more videos up on the Pick Dawgz YouTube channel, so check those out as well, guys. Get the rest of your free picks for the day and put some bets in. Let's get it going, guys. The first game we have is at 11 a.m. Eastern, and that is between Salernitana and Inter. Inter actually has been struggling quite a lot in Serie A. They have lost 4 of their last 5 Serie A games while losing their last 3 in a row. And on top of that, they were playing against Juventus in Coppa Italia quarterfinals, actually semifinals earlier this week. And that game ended in a 1-1 draw. Before that, Inter hasn't scored a goal in their last 3 games. They haven't scored a goal in their last 2 Serie A games in a row. And both of those games were at home. So there's something definitely wrong with Inter. And on top of that, they are playing in the Champions League against Benfica on the road next week. It is very important to get a positive result in the first leg of the Champions League, especially if you're playing on the road. But given the form that Inter is in right now, I don't think that's going to be an easy task. And one thing that could definitely help them in that is to win this game and get some positive feelings into their team and get them back on the winning track. As far as Salernitana goes, they're actually undefeated in their last 5 games. However, they have 4 draws in a row in their last 4 games. And luckily for them, they have been scoring goals pretty consistently. They have scored at least once in each of their last 3 games. However, they are also conceding a lot of goals. Salernitana is above the relegation zone right now, while Inter is outside the Champions League zone. But potentially, with a win here, they will get back into the top 4 and they will be once again in that Champions League spot. In the head-to-head matches, of course, Inter has been dominant here with 4 wins of out of 5 games against Salernitana in the past. However, they are missing a few key players here. They are missing Skriniar, who is injured, and Çalhanoğlu as well, while D'Ambrosio is suspended because of the red card. But this is still a pretty stacked team, and they have to do everything they can to get a win here. So I'm gonna go with Inter to actually I'm gonna go with both teams to score personally at -105. But I do like Inter to win. So if you do like that deep plus money, take both teams to score and Inter to win because I simply don't see them keeping a clean sheet here. So for me personally, both teams to score. In the next matchup, that's 1 p.m. Eastern, we have Lecce hosting Napoli, and we know that Napoli got quite embarrassed against AC Milan last weekend in Serie A. They lost 4-0 at home. Uh, that hasn't jeopardized their title run, but they definitely would like to get a win here because they are also playing in the Champions League next week. Uh, and they are playing against Milan, the team that just destroyed them less than a week ago. So Napoli has to snap this loss they suffered, and they have to get back on the winning track. And luckily for them, they're facing Lecce, who is on a 5 game losing streak. The team that will be fighting for their lives for the rest of the season is Serie A, and the team that has only 2 wins at home this season. Napoli has 12 wins, 1 draw, and 1 loss on the road. They are outstanding team. I see that Osimhen is still listed as injured, but I don't think it's gonna matter much because Empoli, because Lecce is missing half of their defense once again, and they are in quite a bad form. So I think that Napoli will get a win here, and we are actually getting a fantastic price on Napoli to win and over 1.5 goals. It's -113. If you ask me, that's a fantastic price because Napoli has been scoring a lot of goals this season, and they are the best team overall, both offensively and defensively in the league. So I'm gonna go with Napoli to win and over 1.5 goals. And for the third and final pick is Serie A. On Friday, guys, we have Empoli against Milan on the road. And this is definitely going to be an interesting game simply because Milan, like I said, is playing against Napoli in the Champions League next week. But then again, they are coming off of that fantastic win against the same opponent in Serie A last week. Napoli was quite bad in that game, I gotta say. They haven't done much offensively. But it did take quite a bit of an effort from AC Milan to keep them at bay and to keep a clean sheet against the best offensive team in the league. So Milan was outstanding in that match. They won 4-0, and after not being able to win any of their last 4 games, beating Napoli 4-0 on the road is quite the accomplishment, and I'm sure that they're flying pretty high right now. The confidence is pretty big, and they are back in that third place, which is the Champions League spot. The title is out of Milan's reach. There's no question about that, but they still have a lot to fight for in Serie A and in the Champions League as well. Empoli is missing their goalkeeper. They are missing Tonelli, who is suspended because of the red card, and that will certainly help Milan to get a win here, and I think they will. So I'm gonna take Milan to win and over 1.5 minus 162. I am not willing to push that pick to over 2.5 simply because they have scored 4 goals in their last game, and when that happens, teams tend to cool off a little bit in their next game, and they tend to be a little bit more not as effective, let's say, as they were in that game. So I'm gonna go with Milan to win and over 1.5 goals at minus 162. That's it, guys. These were 3 free picks from the Italian Serie A on Friday. We do have a very, very busy Saturday, so stay tuned for more free picks coming up on the Pickdawgz YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe and, of course, hit that like button. That's it, guys. Enjoy your Friday. Good luck with your bets, and I'll see you soon with more free picks.